Yeah, I've seen that photo. Yeah, I think I would ride it. I think I would selfishly ride it. You know what, the real question of that is, how did I acquire it? You know, if I had to bid for it and you know, I guess maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. But you know what, honestly, dude, I ride anything I have. I try to take care of it, but you know, that's why I could never collect toys. I see people that collect toys and it seems awesome, but I've always played with toys, so yeah, you know what, that thing, I guess it would depend on how I'd have to get it. If I had to work like I do now for it, I guess I just wouldn't even get it. But yeah, if I was to get that, dude, I'm riding it for sure. There's no question. I love the movie Rad, man. That is, that's one of the first movies I can remember watching too. So that's pretty cool. BMX is the first memory I remember doing, and Rad is probably one of the first movies I recollect actually watching. So it's near and dear to my heart. Oh, Tanner?
Yeah.
The legend? Dude, I thought it was awesome, man. It's, when you see something like that, you don't really realize, I mean, maybe not everyone would realize the impact and everything, but I remember seeing the, like, I think he had a chest mount GoPro. And when he lands, dude, I know three-wheelers, and it was the first thing I had to ask him when I met him. I was like, dude, that wasn't a soft landing, right? Like, you could act like it was or something.
How hard is the landing?
Oh, I bent my axle in 3 different spots from that race. I was hitting the ground so hard.
That is a serious move. And so, you know, credit to him, man. I love seeing other people do stuff. Yeah, that jump, man, I was just really impressed by that. Seth Enslow was my Evel Knievel. So he was a guy, and you know, I know him now, we've had beers, and I'm way more prone to like anti-heroes. So yeah, I guess actually Evel Knievel is an anti-hero as well, because trouble with the law. Yeah, so Evel Knievel, Seth Enslow, Nathan Fletcher. If you watch some of the footage of him in the 90s, he does, you know, the foot plant 180s and kind of like a surf and skate mind, and that's kind of my approach, out of the box approach. So guys like that, yeah. I live in total suburbia. I already have my dirt bike for when I'm going big and riding, you know, whatever I'm riding out the desert or whatever I'm doing. And so actually the 185 is the pinnacle, because having that hardtail, you really can turn, you can turn within a lane. Like imagine 1 lane of traffic. I would like to see how wide the turn radius would actually be on a 250R. It's an entirely bigger chassis. The suspension, I know with that, it affects your turning radius. And so as much as I love, dude, it's literally the king of the hill of three-wheelers. It is so awesome, man. And I really think those are ideal. Your 4th, 5th gear in the dunes, like a 185 would suck in the dunes. So it's not even a competition, you know, and it's like, I love all different machines, but for me in suburbia, that 185, man, you rode it. How killer is it? Yeah, it's responsive. There's no clutch. It's like kind of everything you would consider a, you know, a negative in the desert is like positive. When you're riding on asphalt and things like that, it's like, you know, you don't have a clutch, you can have a beer or a soda, and you know, so yeah, the 185 is really good for me. If I get a big enough garage and get a paycheck or two, I could definitely see myself owning a 250R. insane. I'm still holding out for a quarter pipe ATC competition. I think it's a world record. It is a world record because no one else is stupid enough to do it, I guess. Everyone got a kick out of it. So I had hit the ramp when we were kind of practicing on the three-wheeler, like any of the good jumps I'd done. But I knew it was going to be awesome if I brought it. So I actually loaded it up, drove it all the way out to Utah. And in the middle of one of the practice days, I brought it out. And we're in Utah now where there's other spectators there for like the other events. You know, it's at the big Nitro World Games, and brought it out. And it was super fun, man. And it got shut down like immediately. I pulled out of the pits. They already knew what I was onto. They're like, hey, no. And so yeah, like enough people saw it, and it was just really cool, man. It's fun because, you know what? We need a little more personality, I feel like, going on. Like everybody is just so trying to, you know, have the squeaky smile and this and that. And it's like, you know what, dude, we gotta shake things up here, and it's fun to just be different and do fun stuff.
He brought it out last year and tried to rebel run it, and he was told this year not to bring it all. He was trying to rebel run the three-wheeler on the quarter bike? Yes. That's put up Kohl. That's my heart right there. Look at that.
One last ride ever. That's actually not even that hard of a question. I would be on the 185. It's this nook that I camp out at every year with my family in Ocotillo Wells. It's me, my wife, and Cooper. And we go up right before sunset, and we go up to just kind of the top, highest mud hill there. Man, it feeds the soul, man. It feels so good. So if I was to do one last ride, it's actually not the crazy stuff. It would be a ride with my family up at sunset, you know, for a beer. And that to me is, that is the pinnacle of riding. You have these crazy things, you know, you'll see from other athletes too. They have, or boxers or fighters, whatever they may be. They have these highlights, but you know, really their life, those are just little moments in time. The meat of their life was, you know, with family or with a trusted training partner or whatever it may be. So for me, you know, the crazy riding, I really like doing that. I'm healthy, but you know what? I will be out in the desert on my three-wheeler with my family, my whole family on it, you know, until I'm dead and gone, man. Because that's what, to me, that's just what riding is for me. It's the best.